All right, I'll be getting started at the top of the hour. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be. Hope you're having a great day. Starting a few minutes early. Gotta always monitor my stream for a few minutes. Make sure everything's fine. Make sure everything's working. Test, test, test. That's fine. Do 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 do. All right, well, everything looks good. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be. We have a VIP charter this morning. As you can see, we're in the Cessna 172, which is nice. Easy to fly.
Proceeding to boarding now. To all passengers, please come aboard and take your seat. Roger that, Captain. They're on their way. Have a good flight.
You look serious. Serious about eating some pasta.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Captain. They mentioned at the gate that the network will be available throughout the flight. I need it for some important calls, Captain. So please make sure not to cut off my connection without notifying me.
Oh, he wants to make sure he's got his Wi-Fi set up? Okay. Do.
Good afternoon. It's Phil. Just wanted to say hi before you leave to Warwick. Mr. Ballish will be aboard soon. I know you'll give him a warm welcome. He's close to one of our top clients who booked a flight for him. Have a good flight, Captain.
So I had a VIP flight set up earlier. And when it came time to start getting set up for the live stream, the VIP mission went away. So I had to choose a different one. And let me show you where we are at in the United States. Maybe. Let me pull out the Bush Talk radio map. Okay. So yeah, we're way up here in Vermont. Okay. So I don't know if we are going to be passing by any of these awesome points of interest that are available on the Bush Talk map. But if we do, she'll kick in and start giving us an audio tour, and that's already set up. So great. All right, we need to announce our taxi and get going.
Kilo Victor Sierra Foxtrot Traffic in Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 6 11 Tree is taxiing to runway 2 Tree.
If you are on a 4K television or monitor of large size, I have switched back over to a 4K stream. And everything looks good there too, stat-wise. Not the best place for you to stand.
To all passengers on behalf of our cabin staff, we would like to welcome you on board flight FC
Cabin staff?
113 bound for Warwick.
The hell?
Flight time will be 70 minutes. We expect an on-time departure, and we're currently ready for takeoff.
The brakes the brakes aren't kicking in. There they go.
Thank you.
I don't know what happened there. Okay, so somehow the actions I set up yesterday, I know what's going on now. Somehow or another, the actions I set up yesterday for the aircraft we were in have cross-pollinated back over to the Cessna. So give me a moment while I try to work this out. I just need to create a quick profile. Duplicate. So what's happening is when I press the reply button, it's causing the engine to go full open, and we can't have that. So you see here, I'm going to press R. Arm auto throttle. That shouldn't be happening. Baba. Well, now it's saying it's not there, but it was absolutely doing it. So we need to cruise down there and turn around. And when I say cruise, I mean taxi very slowly. They don't want you taxiing any faster than you can walk. So if you're going to get into Microsoft Flight Simulator and do these kind of missions, be very careful when you're taxiing. If you're trying to go for the best scores you can, then you have to stay under 20 knots. Which gives us plenty of time to say, hey, if I'm not following you, please go into the chat room and say hello, and I will make sure that I subscribe to your channel. Get that taken care of. We have a minute. Winds seem great today. Don't seem that bad. Yesterday, they were horrible. Yesterday's live stream, I was bouncing all over the place. Oh, crap. Starting off on a bad... But already you're only seeing the Push Talk Radio screen. Okay. Well, when one thing throws you off, it can tend to throw everything off. Crazy world out there. I don't normally talk about everything going on Twitter, X, during this stuff. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on every day from now on. There always is. The JFK files released. Somebody on that does Chat GPT said they ran it through that or Grok or something, and they're saying there's nothing new. That these are the same files that we've already gotten, and they're already saying ha 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 to a lot of people who thought that, you know, they're saying that again we're being dangled a carrot, and then they do a bait and switch. Like yeah we're gonna release all these files, like the Epstein files and this and that and this, and then it's like, well, where are the files? Oh, well, they didn't give us all the files. Okay, great, that's just fantastic. Another reason to absolutely trust government. I say sarcastically. As you can see, we also have another wicked pull to the right going on. And I don't know if that is a spring problem, but other people are reporting that they're getting these hard pulls to the right as well. I don't recall ever being in Vermont before. I'm sure we've been here. We've done plenty of cross-country flights. Up, up, and away. Maybe. Very pretty. Not you, sir. I mean, yeah, you too, of course, but sure. Far better than flying over flat and boring.
Center Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree is type Cessna Skyhawk 2 miles southwest of Kilo Victor Sierra Foxtrot 1,200 feet request flight following. Squawk 005 Tree Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree radar. Contact 2 miles southwest of Kilo Victor Sierra Foxtrot 1,600 feet altimeter tree 004.
Roger Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree. Center Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree, 3 miles southwest of Kilo Victor Sierra Foxtrot, 2,000 foot request IFR to November 72, ready to copy.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree is cleared to November 72 airport as filed. Squawk 005 Tree.
0053.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree, cleared to November 72 airport is filed. Squawk 005 Tree.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree, read back correct. Radar contact 2,000 feet altimeter tree 004, continue to Huvik, following heading 225. Resume on navigation climb and maintain 7,000 feet.
Continue to Huvik following heading 225, proceed on course climb and maintain 7,000 foot Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree.
$7,000 feet? Oh, we can't really see anything. I wonder if I can reach. Oh, that, well, it's mandatory at this point. And then I can request a decrease. So let me dial in 7. All right, and we'll engage flight level change and begin an ascent. Let's put it into vertical speed and do a nose up this way. Not really wanting to go. See if we can expedite this a little bit.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree, please expedite your climb 7,000 feet.
We're on the same page. I am trying to expedite. $700 feet per minute. Just got to keep an eye on our speed. So far, so good. Okay. Come back up here. So we're headed this direction. Right over here to our right side, off our right shoulder, we have Bromley Mountain.
Bromley Mountain is located in southern Vermont, United States, and is part of the Green Mountains. It is located in the town of Peru, Bennington County, 7 miles east of Manchester, Vermont, and just west of the Peru town center. It is a popular destination for skiing and snowboarding. The Bromley Mountain Resort was founded by Fred Pabst Jr., the grandson of the famous Captain Frederick Pabst, the founder of Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer. It is home to 47 trails, including 6 glades and 3 freestyle terrain parks. Trails range from beginner to expert and are served by 10 lifts. In Ski Magazine's October 2014 issue, Bromley was ranked within the top 3 kid-friendly mountains in the East on their list of top-ranked eastern ski resorts. Due to its southern exposure, Bromley is known as the Sun Mountain. The Long Trail and Appalachian Trail go over the mountain.
Well, that's cool. Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer founder ski resort. And that is, I'm assuming it's that one right there, the biggest one out in front of us. I mean, those look like ski runs. Okay, and then beyond that, Manchester Center? No, another mountain beyond that. We're not gonna... Well, I'm assuming then again it's gonna be one of these mountains directly over there.
Equinox Mountain is a mountain in Bennington County, Vermont, United States, in the town of Manchester.
Somewhere over here.
The mountain is the highest peak of the Taconic Range and the highest point of Bennington County. It is one of 13 peaks in Vermont with a topographic prominence over 2,000 feet, ranked third behind Mansfield and Killington. Equinox is the second highest peak in southern Vermont, after Stratton Mountain. From Equinox, you can see from Bennington to nearly Rutland on the east side, and deep into New York State on the west side.
Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree, contact center on 12 tree, 75. Good day.
Contact center on 12375.
One two tree, 75 for Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree.
Mount Snow is a mountain and ski resort in southern Vermont located in the Green Mountains. It is Vermont's closest big mountain to many northeast metropolitan areas.
11 tree center altimeter tree 0. 05 radar contact continue to Huvig.
Okay, so I don't have to respond.
Mount Snow is a mountain and ski resort in southern Vermont located in the Green Mountains. It is Vermont's closest big mountain to many northeast metropolitan areas. In September 2019, Mount Snow joined Vail Resorts' portfolio of 37 resorts and its Epic Pass. Mount Snow is home to Corinthia Parks, which debuted in the 2008 to 2009 season. Corinthia is home to 10 parks, with both natural and man-made features and a superpipe. Mount Snow was co-host of the first Extreme Games in 1995 and host of the X Games in 2000 and 2001. Corinthia at Mount Snow claimed home to the second stop of the first annual Winter Dew Tour as well as many other events including the Freeski Open and Corinthia Classic. In the summer of 2011, Mount Snow installed a brand new Leitner Poma high-speed detachable six-pack bubble chair. This lift transports skiers to the top of the mountain in 7 minutes. The bubble shields skiers and riders from wind and snow and keeps them warm. If it is a warm skiing day, riders can choose to leave the bubble up. Mount Snow now has 2 high-speed detachable lifts from the base to summit and a total of 4 high-speed detachable lifts, 1 leaving from the Corinthia base area and 3 leaving from the main base area.
So somewhere out here to our 11 o'clock, I don't see anything that's really high. I mean, but out here, one of these peaks out here is where that is at. We are in the Green Mountain National Forest in Bennington County, and between Bennington County and Windham County. And at the end of this wilderness, it is called the Glastonbury Wilderness. And then we'll be at Bennington. So coming up, what do we have here? Coming up, we have the Robert Frost Farm, also known as the Gully, a historic farm property on Buck Hill Road in South Shaftesbury, Vermont. And then we have the Bennington Battle Monument, 306-foot high stone obelisk, located at 15 Monument Circle. I don't know if we'll be able to see that or not. We're up awful high. We still have to hit 7,000. Had to bring the nose down a minute ago. We were just losing too much speed. $6,500 feet. Come on, baby. So once we hit 7, we'll see if we can get a decrease. So we can get down a little bit and maybe see things a little bit better. Get some stats. Doing good. Do.
To all passengers, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of First Class Wings on flight FCW 6113. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 3,900 feet at an airspeed of 100 knots. It's 2:26 p.m. and are expecting to land in Warwick approximately at 4:10 a.m. local time. Current temperature of 49 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
That's right. You are the VIP. Put up your feet, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and enjoy the flight. Thanks for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. All right, now that we've hit 7, let's see if we can request a decrease.
Center Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree. Request 4,000 feet.
Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree. Request denied.
All right, well, let's try 3,000 feet.
Center Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree. Request 4,000 feet.
Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree. Request denied.
Okay, we will try 2,000 feet.
Center Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree. Request 5,000 feet.
Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree. Descend and maintain 5,000 feet.
All right, they'll let us go to 5.
Descend and maintain 5,000 foot Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6.
And this changed to 3005. And now we can come down. So your autopilot, once you hit a flight level change, if it does not respond, you have too much throttle. And it won't start its descent or flight level change until you pull back on the throttle. So it doesn't want to overspeed in any sort of descent. Okay, so there's negative 450 feet. 353. So it'll manage it. You can always expedite it by doing a nose down, but just let it handle it.
Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree. Please expedite your descent 5,000 feet.
Okay, so I guess we have no choice. So put it in vertical speed, do a nose down. There's 900 feet per minute. Too bad we can't do music. Right now would be a good time to cue Bush. Come down. And always remember to put your throttle back up once you get down to your desired height. You're going to put any wind towers, that's the best place to put them, is on the top of those things. The most wind up there. All right, so to our right, that little town, I guess, right there is called Bennington, and here, or no, that's where the Bennington Memorial thing is. I don't know that we're going to be able to see it, but let me play that for you.
The Bennington Battle Monument is a 306-foot-high stone obelisk located at 15 Monument Circle in Bennington, Vermont, United States. The monument commemorates the Battle of Bennington during the American Revolutionary War. In that battle, on August 16, 1777, Brigadier General John Stark and 1,400 New Hampshire men, aided by Colonels Warner and Herrick of Vermont, Simmons of Massachusetts, and Moses Nichols of New Hampshire, defeated 2 detachments of General John Burgoyne's British Army, who were seeking to capture a store of weapons and food maintained where the monument now stands. While the battle is termed the Battle of Bennington, it actually occurred about 10 miles away, in Williamsack, New York. The Bennington Battlefield, a U.S. National Historic Landmark, is entirely within the state of New York. In 1877, a local historical society began to plan a monument for the battle's centenary, and considered many designs. One which called for a slender stone column only 100 feet tall was showcased during the battle's centennial celebration, which was attended by President Rutherford B. Hayes. The committee eventually accepted J. Philip Rhinn's design with some changes. The monument's cornerstone was laid in 1887, and it was completed in November 1889 at a total cost of $112,000. It is constructed of Sandy Hill dolomite from present-day Hudson Falls, New York, a blue-gray magnesian limestone containing numerous fossils. Dedication ceremonies were delayed until 1891, when President Benjamin Harrison attended the ceremonies and held a reception at the nearby Williamsack Inn. Today the Bennington Battle Monument is a Vermont State Historic Site. From its observatory level at 200 feet, which can be reached by elevator, one can see Vermont along with the other U.S. states of Massachusetts and New York. A kettle captured from General Burgoyne's camp at Saratoga is visible in the monument, along with a diorama of the second engagement, and information on how the monument was built. Statues of John Stark, Seth Warner, and other notables ornament the grounds. The monument, while 10 miles from the relevant battlefield, is located very close to what was once the site of the Catamount Tavern, where Ethan Allen and the Green Mountain Boys planned the capture of Fort Ticonderoga in 1775.
Good day.
Interesting.
One tree 2. 6-5 for Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 1-1 tree.
So there's no real...
Boston Center Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 1-1 tree, 5,000 feet.
There aren't any real point of interest around here.
Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 6, 1-1 tree Boston Center altimeter tree 0. 04 radar contact, continue to Shige.
3004. All right, done. But let me show you where we're at. We're North Adams, Briggsville. I call this thing the Florida State Forest, Clarksburg State Forest. And then the airport over there, Williamstown, Adams, Cheshire. So if we keep going this route, well, we might hit some of these. The Catskill Park. Starting to get some turbulence. We have a 13-knot tailwind, which is nice. We're moving pretty quickly. This is nothing compared to yesterday. Yesterday was horrible. It was bouncing us all over the place. Well, that is interesting. Worry? I love all the terraforming it leaves behind. People are like, well, it's a scar on the earth. And, I guess I just look at things a little bit differently. I think it's beautiful at the same time because of all the basically the terracing that has to be done to get this. They were really after something. They went really deep in there. Probably easy gold. But I was thinking, would it be cool? It would be nice after you do something like that to do something with it. Don't just leave it a giant scar. Like, what kind of neighborhood would it make building on something like that? And you recall in the past that we used to build into mountains, instead of homes just sitting out there. And I think that'd be cool, is to take advantage of mines and other areas to turn those into things. So a little town up ahead, right in front of this little water lake, is called Cheshire. And right over here is the Savoy State Forest. Everything off our, at about 4 o'clock. Back there. Everything on this side of the water, on the right-hand side, is going to be Pittsfield State Forest. And then the city of Pittsfield right ahead. So if we keep going this direction and it's uninterrupted, we might cross the Hudson River. Oh, in the chat room. Let me get in the chat room. There's Ed. Good morning, Ed. Yeah. A VIP charter. Yes, sir. Thanks for stopping in. Good to see you again, Ed. Oh God, you should have seen the winds yesterday. I don't know if the winds were tearing through your state yesterday. They were tearing through Colorado, and as I was flying east yesterday on a cargo mission, we were getting bounced around so bad. 25, 35 knot gusts. And even when you got down towards the ground, still 17, 18. And then on the landing, it was like 15 knot crosswind. Everything seems pretty cool and calm today. I mean, we've got some, but it's a tailwind, which is nice. Get us there a little bit quicker. But nothing like yesterday. 16 knots now. Why do we have a caution? I don't see anything. Lovely airport down there. That is, what is that? That is Pittsfield Municipal Airport. Pittsfield, Vermont. That is called Richmond Pond. Pretty big for a pond. This is our VIP over here. Him and his him and his friends. Got Jet Li back there. I'm not sure who that guy is. And then this gentleman here. Can't tell if he's a lawyer or a mobster or both. Hope you enjoyed your long weekend and hope you got a lot of good flying in. That's what I'm recalling from our last conversation, is that you were going to have a long weekend and have some fun. So I hope it was a mission accomplished. And if so, did anything exciting happen during any of your flights? Hopefully they were successful. Now for something completely different. I guess there is yet another NVIDIA driver update today, but it has nothing to do with most cards. I guess it's mostly for the 50 series and games unrelated to Microsoft Flight Simulator. So it's one of those. Upgrade or not upgrade. Some people are saying it's not important too. If you have a 50 series card, yeah. And again, I don't know what specific titles. A Half-Life 2 variant. It's interesting. I can't recall the other one. But some people always want to be up to date with the latest driver no matter what. So I might do that later. Those mountains up ahead seem like they've got a red tint to them. Oh my, I am really sorry to read that. Kind of in the same boat. Ugh, that's horrible. But your flights went good. Good. Very glad to hear that. And I don't know what your plans are, but let me cross my fingers right now. Say a little mantra. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight, you know. Woo! Get down tonight. So, hoping for the absolute best. Hey, pardon me a second, but I hear my cats in another room and they're fighting over something, so I'll be right back.
Stall, 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 stall.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 tree, you are 600 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 5,000 foot altimeter tree zero. Zero tree.
Stall, 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 Stall. Stall.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 tree, did you copy?
Stall. 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 Stall.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 tree, acknowledge last transmission.
Stall. 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 Stall.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 tree, did you copy?
Stall. 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 Stall.
Uh-oh. I just got back here. Sorry about that. How am I stalling? What? Plenty of power. I have no idea how we could have got ourselves... Could have got myself into a stall position. Had great tailwind. We were doing good. We weren't in a climb.
Climb and maintain 5,000 foot Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 6.
Lost 3,000 feet.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 tree, contact Boston Center on 1 tree.
Wow.
Good day.
Got back just in time. What are you doing, plane? Looking around to see if there's any other problems, but I don't see it. Our flight plan. Hello, Henning. How are you? Sorry, I was just away. My cats were fighting about something. And as soon as I get back, I see I'm stalling. But I'm not really sure what happened. I'm doing great, per usual. No problems here. Nothing to write home about. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling better today with your wisdom teeth and all that. I've got to figure out why. Maybe it's the TV settings, but when, oh, never mind. When I was checking the stream on another device in the house, it came up really, really, really low quality. And I don't know if that's... I mean, most other videos don't kick in like that at such low quality. I don't know why mine would. So I'm going to have to look into that. Checking the flight plan here. So we're almost there. So this one's almost done.
One tree 4. Tree for Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 1-1 tree.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Everything's set up there.
Boston Center Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 1-1 tree is passing 3,600 feet, climbing 5,000 feet.
Number? I haven't gotten it. Thanks, appreciate it.
Charlie Whiskey 6.
Yes, I'm available now for short debrief. Hey, can you... Oh, great. Lost the signal.
Let me give you a overview of where we're at on this map. There we are. This is the Hudson River in that we may or may not cross. I've always heard the name Hyde Park. Kingston. Poughkeepsie.
Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 1-1 tree. Please expedite your climb, 5,000 feet.
Uh-huh. Is my...
Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 1-1 tree. Please expedite your climb, 5,000 feet.
Use the right stream settings, optimized for 720, 30 frames. Work up from there. Adjust your bit rate. That's fine.
Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree. Please expedite your climb 5,000 feet. Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree. Please expedite your climb 5,000 feet.
No need to. We're almost there. Yeah, yes.
Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree. Please expedite your climb 5,000 feet.
I wish there was an override that we could get after they've prompted you for so many messages. You can tell them, stop bothering me. Nose up. Let's hurry up and get to 5. So we're in a state called Vermont, Henny, and it is in northeastern United States. I probably didn't zoom out far enough, let you see where we're at. Let me take care of that now. Bush talk. So we're way up here in the United States. And that's Christine. Hello, Christine. I am flying.
Okay, I'll call on my lunch.
All right, well, tell the boys to
like and subscribe.
They're already liked and subscribed. But for everybody else, say that again.
Like and subscribe.
Thanks. See you soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Told you Christine's real. So yeah, for those of you who are not, please like and subscribe. You'll be saving a fellow flight simmer and a fellow live streamer and a fellow gamer. 23,500 seems awful low. YouTube wants me to adjust my bit rate. 23.5. That seems low, but I'll give it a shot. $23,500. So this is a place called Poughkeepsie. Again, a place I've heard about, I've never seen or been, but we have now, Poughkeepsie. And this is the Hudson River.
The walkway over the Hudson is a steel cantilever bridge spanning the Hudson River between Poughkeepsie, New York, on the east bank and Highland, New York, on the west bank. Built as a double-track railroad bridge, it was completed on January 1, 1889, and formed part of the Maybrook Railroad line of the New Haven Railroad. It was taken out of service on May 8, 1974, after it was damaged by fire. It was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1979, and its entry updated in 2008. It was reopened on October 3, 2009, as a pedestrian walkway as part of the new walkway over the Hudson State Historic Park. The New York State Bridge Authority owns and is charged with maintaining the bridge structure. The park is operated by the New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation. In 2017, the walkway hosted 593,868 visitors. The park connects the Hudson Valley Rail Trail in Highland to the Dutchess Rail Trail, and forms part of the proposed Empire State Trail. At a length of 6,768 feet, it is the world's second longest pedestrian footbridge. It held the title as the longest footbridge from its opening until fall 2016, when it was surpassed by the 7,974-foot-long mile into the Wild Walkway.
Cool. All right. Any air traffic control communications we're missing? I think so. Nope. Another giant earthwork down there. Yeah. Wonder if that was mining again, Corey, or they're putting in subdivisions.
Ken Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 1-1 tree. You can cancel IFR. Continue VFR to your destination.
Okay. Says there's a local radio station nearby, DS4U. I don't hear anything. Classic vinyl.
Throwing a brick at you. He's not cussing at you.
Catholic radio.
At you. He's not being loudly disrespectful. No. He's just rolling his eyes. Come on. Pick your battles. That's where I really have a hard time with experts. Basically, they say, if it gets really serious in your eyes, then you do something about it. But, the little stuff of disrespect or the little stuff of mistreating a sibling or the
I love this program. I can't really play those stations when we're flying around because of copyright and all that, but this app is so cool to have when you're on your own. And you can listen to, well, it tries to pull up every radio station in the world that you fly by in the area. So it's always, you can always scan for whatever radio stations are nearby. So we had those two that was picking up the Catholic radio, which is kind of cool. I'd really like to be able to tune into some AM talk radio on some of these. And YouTube now says my stream is healthy. Good. Okay. We have a bridge coming up. Is that on the map?
The Hamilton Fish Newburgh Beacon Bridge is a cantilever toll bridge that spans the Hudson River in New York State. The bridge carries Interstate 84 and New York State Route 52 between Newburgh and Beacon. Consisting of two separate spans, the original northern span, which carries westbound traffic, was opened on November 2, 1963, as a two-lane bridge. A second span, completed in 1980, now carries all eastbound traffic. Still often referred to by its original name, the Newburgh Beacon Bridge, in 1997 the bridge was rededicated in honor of Hamilton Fish, who was a governor of New York, lieutenant governor, United States Senator from New York, U.S. Secretary of State, a member of the U.S. House of Representatives from New York's 6th Congressional District, and a patriarch of the prominent Fish family.
I walk the night.
I walk the night. Goal. Crooner. That just kicked in by itself. Okay, what do we got down here? Washington State Headquarters Historic Site. I don't know that we're going to be able to see it, but let's see. Where are we at? It's a little far. Oh, there's an airport over here where a horrible tragedy took place. Let me spin the camera around. There's the airport.
FedEx Flight 1406 was an American domestic cargo flight from Memphis International Airport, Memphis, Tennessee, to Logan International Airport in Boston, Massachusetts, that suffered an in-flight cargo fire over New York on September 5, 1996. The 3 crew members and 2 passengers on board successfully evacuated after an emergency landing at Stewart International Airport in New Windsor, New York. After the evacuation, the DC-10 was consumed by fire. After an extensive investigation, the National Transportation Safety Board was unable to determine what caused the fire. Nevertheless, the Federal Aviation Administration made recommendations to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future.
Goodbye, only my last.
Well, that's sad. Knowing me, it would have been me smoking in the back, doing my smoke break and catching crap on fire. That'd be my luck. In a
Flight 1406 was an American domestic...
It played already. Let me mark that one. Marked as completed. We have Beaver Dam coming up. Where's that? Over here somewhere. Beaver Dam. Woodbury, Warwick. I don't think we'll be able to see these, but they're off to the side here.
Washington's headquarters state historic site, also called Hasbrouck House, is located in Newburgh, New York, overlooking the Hudson River. George Washington lived there while he was in command of the Continental Army during the final year of the American Revolutionary War. It had the longest tenure as his headquarters of any place he had used. In 1961, the house was designated a state historic site. It is also the oldest house in the city of Newburgh, and the first property acquired and preserved by any U.S. state for historic reasons.
Wow.
The first fieldstone farmhouse on the site may have been built in 1725 by Burger Minders. The property was sold to Elsie Hasbrouck, and she in turn gave it to her son, Jonathan, who married Catherine Dubois, and they built the existing structure on the original foundation, if any, in 1750. The house was surrounded by a large stock farm. The home underwent 2 significant enlargements before it was completed in 1770. The home has an original Dutch jamless fireplace. A temporary kitchen was built by the Continental Army upon their arrival in 1782.
Gotta have a kitchen.
Changes were made inside the house, including the addition of an English-style fireplace in General Washington's bedroom. Existing buildings such as stables and barns were also enlarged and improved on the site. Most Army buildings were removed by the Quartermaster General's office at the end of the war, with the exception of a house in the garden, which was given to Mrs. Hasbrouck. It no longer exists. In 1850, it was acquired by the state of New York and became the first publicly operated historic site in the country. Today, it is a museum furnished to recreate its condition during the Revolutionary War. It covers an area of about 7 acres, with 3 buildings: Hasbrouck House, a museum, a monument named the Tower of Victory, which was completed in 1890 after 4 years of construction in order to commemorate the centennial of Washington's stay, and a maintenance shed/garage built in the colonial revival style in 1942. Also on the property is the grave of Ozal Knapp, one of the longest-lived veterans of the Continental Army. For many years it was believed that he had served as one of Washington's personal guards, but more recently historians have come to doubt this. There is a statue entitled The Minuteman, by Henry Hudson Kitson, that was erected on the grounds on November 11, 1924. The site was declared a National Historic Landmark in 1961.
Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree, you are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 5,000-foot altimeter tree 0.
Well, I requested a flight level change. And they didn't give it to me.
Climb and maintain 5,000-foot Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree.
No, I still want to come down.
Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree, contact New York Center on 1 Tree 2. 6. Good day.
Contact New York Center 1326.
1 Tree 2. 6 Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree. New York Center Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree is passing 3,800 feet, climbing 5,000 feet.
Can I come down there?
Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree, New York Center altimeter tree 0. 01 radar, contact continue.
3001.
New York Center Kin Foxtrot Charlie Whiskey 611 Tree. Request 2,000 feet.
So they're not giving me anything. All right, well, I'll just do an alt hold here then. I can understand why George Washington liked the place.
Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree. Please expedite your climb 5,000 feet.
We're supposed to be doing our pattern entry.
New York Center Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree. Cancel IFR at this time. Kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree. IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
$26.
November 7-2 traffic in Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 1 tree 1 miles, east 3100, Ford inbound to land runway 26.
They don't have a tower. All right. Bit bouncy. So I don't know why they didn't direct us in and bring us down for our arrival. So the only thing I could think to do was cancel the IFR and then just dial it in manually. I should actually request a different...
To all passengers, we've just received clearance for landing. Please ensure your seatbelt is fastened and prepare for descent. Thank you. November 7-2 traffic in Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree, is on upwind runway tree R.
All right, so I'm changing the runway. If we land on 26, we'll be with the wind behind us, and we don't want to do that. So...
$500.
Well, we don't want to do that. This is not going to be pretty.
Stall. Stall. Stall.
Whoops. Probably going to get dinged for going off the runway right here. Yep. Enter taxiway without an announcement. Really?
November 7, 2 traffic kin
Didn't have my landing lights on.
1 tree is taxiing to runway tree R.
What's the damn hold short? Yep. I've been making the most god-awful landings lately. You guys got to clear out of the way. My Lord, nothing but obstacles around here. Planes floating in the air. We've entered some weird temporal space, Captain.
Flight was okay, but I'm in a hurry now. Got to pick up the pace.
All right, get out of here then. I'm not stopping you.
November 7, 2 traffic kin Foxtrot, Charlie Whiskey 6, 11 tree is taxiing to runway tree R.
We're here. All right, let's see how bad we did. Well, definitely did better on respecting the condition of the aircraft today. But not enough to get us a B. So, well, you win some, you lose some. 1 radio communication failure, 1 flaps extended, and 1 missed air traffic control transmission. Yeah, well. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. You win some, you lose some. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for this live stream. Where are we at? 11:31. All right, well, I will try to be back at the top of the hour for another career mission. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you both, if I don't see you, that you both have a great day. And everybody else out there, hope you have a great day. Fly better than I have. Anyway, I'll see you at the top of the hour, and we'll get another career mission going here.